Have you ever really stopped to think about what drives innovation at the absolute cutting edge of global defense?
It's easy to picture the big things, right?
Right.
Fighter jets, ships.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the advancements you don't always think about, like the actual textiles soldiers wear that are just as critical. They impact everything, survivability, even morale.
Absolutely fundamental.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a major international event, IDEF 2025. And our mission, really, is to take you beyond just the headlines. We want to explore the, frankly, fascinating developments in military textile innovation. We'll be focusing particularly on a key player, Raff Military Textile.
Yeah, and our deep dive today, it isn't just about, looking back at an event. It's about understanding how a platform like IDEF really speeds up the development of these defense solutions.
Okay.
It's where decision makers, the people making the calls, connect directly with crucial innovations. It's where the future, the whole landscape of global defense readiness is, actively shaped.
Yeah.
So we're going to unpack why this isn't just about fabric. I mean, it goes way beyond that. It's about protection, performance, and building those vital international partnerships.
So let's set the scene for you a bit more. IDEF 2025, that's the 17th International Defense Industry Fair. It took place at the Istanbul Fair Center, quite a large venue, from July 22nd to the 27th, 2025.
Big event.
Huge. And this isn't just, any exhibition. It's widely seen as Turkey's biggest, most significant defense showcase. It often acts as a sort of barometer for the rise in international cooperation in the defense world.
And right there, in the middle of all that global activity, Raff Military Textile really made its presence felt. Their time there, that week of intense international exposure, it wasn't just about showing up. No, it genuinely elevated their military textile manufacturing. They earned some serious worldwide recognition. It felt like a pretty pivotal moment for them.
That's interesting. You say IDEF is Turkey's biggest and most significant. What exactly gives it that kind of weight? Is it just the size, or is there more to it that makes it so indispensable for the industry?
Well, a lot of its importance, its gravitas, comes from the powerful organizational backing. This isn't some private trade show.
Right.
The Ministry of National Defense of the Republic of Turkey organized it with really critical support from the Presidency of Defense Industries, the SSB. And the whole thing operated under the very careful management of the Turkish Armed Forces Foundation.
Yeah.
That level of state and military involvement, it just automatically gives it immense authority.
Yeah, I can see that.
And, crucially, it signals a clear national commitment to actually fostering international cooperation in defense. It's a statement.
And the numbers, they definitely tell a story of global reach, don't they? We're talking 900 leading Turkish defense companies exhibiting right there alongside 400 international companies. And these international companies came from 44 different countries, so this wasn't just some regional thing.
Not at all. It was a truly dynamic global marketplace. You had this extraordinary network of innovators, suppliers, decision makers, all together from across the entire spectrum.
A real hub.
Precisely. And it's within that incredibly diverse, bustling environment that Raff Military Textile's participation really stands out. They weren't just, another exhibitor.
They had a player.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They strategically used this global stage to really amplify their textile innovations, making key connections and gaining recognition among a very influential, very varied international audience.
Yeah.
It really underscores their position as a key player, not just an attendee.
Okay, so bearing that context in mind, what was Raff Military Textile's specific game plan at IDEF? Who were they really trying to connect with? And what mission were they hoping to achieve there, especially with all that global competition?
Their strategic intent was, exceptionally clear and very targeted. They aimed to leverage their deep expertise in military textiles, specifically targeting African defense forces.
Okay, interesting focus.
Very focused. They meticulously prepared to establish direct communication. They were engaging government officials and procurement representatives directly from countries like Mauritania, Mali, Sudan, and Zambia.
So cutting out the middleman, essentially.
Exactly. This direct approach allowed for a much deeper, more nuanced understanding of the precise national requirements for each country.
And it sounds like it went beyond just making those first contacts. IDEF 2025 seemed like a unique platform for Raff to really show their Their dedication, their willingness to move past just standard off-the-shelf offerings.
That's right.
They wanted to design uniforms that fulfill the really unique needs of military and police forces around the world, adapting not just to different climates, which is hard enough, but also to specific operational doctrines, maybe even cultural considerations. That's quite an undertaking.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
And the event was crucial for both things, strengthening existing partnerships, reinforcing those long-term relationships built on trust, while also, at the same time, cultivating a whole host of potential new connections. And while Africa was definitely a strategic focus, their engagement wasn't limited. It extended to Latin American and other international partners too.
So expanding their reach significantly.
Significantly.
Yeah.
It really reinforced their global footprint and their ability to adapt to different needs worldwide.
Okay, so when these government delegations, these procurement people, came to the Raff Military Textile stand, what were they actually seeing? What were the core defense textile solutions they were highlighting? And what kind of conversations were happening? Must have been quite specific.
Oh, very specific. At the heart of their showcase were defense textile solutions, engineered precisely to protect military and police personnel who were operating in, frankly, some of the most challenging environments you can imagine.
Yeah.
These weren't just generic items. Government delegations came prepared. They arrived with specific requirements, which led to really detailed discussions about tactical uniforms, specialized textile solutions, all tailored to their unique operational contexts.
So things like desert conditions, jungle, maybe high altitude.
Exactly that. Desert, jungle, high-altitude operations, urban environments, the whole spectrum.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting for me, delving into the actual material science behind it all. Their basic approach, it sounds like, was focused on developing these fabric matrices that don't just offer, surface level protection. They wanted to truly unite extreme durability with high resistance to wear and tear.
Which is critical in the field.
Absolutely. And crucially, they were highlighting climate adaptability. We're talking about ensuring maximum protection and comfort, whether your units are deployed in blistering desert heat or the most humid, sticky tropical conditions. That's a complex engineering challenge.
It truly is. And it's about much more than just, say, how long the fabric lasts. From these really in-depth interactions at IDEF, Raff Military Textile gained invaluable insights into how defense procurement itself is evolving.
It's not just a one-off purchase.
Not at all. So their involvement at IDEF wasn't just about showing off products. It unequivocally demonstrated their established position as a leading defense solution provider, especially across African regions. And I think it speaks volumes that over 20 companies proactively contacted them for partnership opportunities right there at the expo.
Wow. Okay. That's powerful validation, isn't it?
It really is.
So speaking of the innovation side, what specific R&D advancements did Raff Military Textile really put front and center at IDEF 2025? What were the cutting-edge solutions they showcased that, set them apart in this crowded global market?
They detail their latest product line advancements, and some were quite remarkable. This includes uniforms that are not only fire-resistant, which is increasingly important.
Yeah, definitely.
But also incorporate advanced insect repellent technologies built into the fabric.
Yeah.
Crucially, these innovations also significantly improve breathability and moisture management for the wearer. That comes down to sophisticated fabric construction.
Comfort and performance.
Exactly. And it's vital to stress, all these advancements fully comply with stringent international standards. That's absolutely non-negotiable in this sector.
And what I found particularly compelling reading about it is that this isn't just about finding a new fiber or adding a cool coating.
No, it's deeper.
Yeah, you can tell they've put immense thought into the whole development process, making it rigorous. Each solution, right from the initial concept through to the final product, goes through strict testing. They need to ensure optimal performance for units across land, air, and naval environments. This isn't just about making soldiers more comfortable. It's a really systematic approach to boosting their well-being and, by extension, their operational effectiveness in actual real-world scenarios.
Absolutely right. And it's this consistent, ongoing textile innovation at Raff Military Textile, combined with their proven ability to meet the highly specific, often very demanding requirements of diverse defense forces globally. That's what truly sets them apart.
It builds trust.
It solidifies their reputation. They're seen as a trusted, reliable provider of these high-performance clothing solutions. More of a partner, really, than just a supplier.
So let's zoom out a bit. If we look beyond IDEF 2025 itself, What's the bigger picture here for Raff Military Textile? How does participating in such a high-profile event actually shape their roadmap, their broader vision for the future?
Well, the dynamic environment at IDEF and just the sheer quality of the interactions they had there, it really reinforced their commitment. Made commitment to continuously advance their product offerings and also to nurture those strategic relationships.
Right.
These partnerships, as they clearly understand, are fundamental, not just for their own growth, but for supporting shared growth and capabilities across the whole global defense sector. It's symbiotic.
And their strategic goals sound quite ambitious, but also incredibly focused. They seem to aim to simplify what are often very complex procurement processes.
Yes.
They do this by providing meticulously tailored solutions that align directly with specific mission needs and, importantly, international standards. This approach, it seems, not only serves the immediate needs of defense forces, but also actively supports both national defense capabilities and broader industrial growth. It shows a commitment beyond just making sales.
Indeed. And their ambition, it really extends far beyond just manufacturing uniforms. They are firmly committed to strengthening the collaborations they already have and significantly enhancing the production of advanced equipment overall.
So a wider portfolio?
Potentially, yes.
Yes.
Raff Military Textile aspires to be a consistently reliable producer, one that champions and really highlights the excellence of Turkish manufacturing on a truly global scale.
Yeah.
They want to make a significant mark that transcends just textiles and uniforms.
Okay, so to sort of bring it all together for you, our listeners, IDEF 2025 was clearly a pivotal event. It didn't just showcase the latest buzz in military textile innovation. It really highlighted Raff Military Textile's deep commitment to, well, extreme durability, cutting-edge protection, and forging those vital strategic global partnerships.
And this, I think, raises an important question for all of us to consider. How do these specialized high-profile events like IDEF actually accelerate the adoption of critical innovations? Things like these advanced textiles we've been discussing.
Yeah, good question.
How does it directly impact the safety, the comfort, and ultimately the operational effectiveness of military and police personnel worldwide? It really just underscores the constant, rapid evolution that's required in defense. It's a field where, frankly, standing still just isn't an option.
That's a great point to end on. So for you listening, whether you're perhaps a defense or government decision maker exploring advanced textile solutions for a specific project, maybe you're looking into bulk and government procurement options for your force, or even if you're simply a military enthusiast who likes to stay informed on the very latest advancements in tactical gear.
There's always something new.
Always. Raff Military Textile's team is ready to discuss your specific needs. We'd encourage you to reach out directly to them. And definitely stay connected for all the latest news on military equipment and their expanding global network.